All right. Okay. Sylvain Yondjouen, questions for Sylvain?
Had a monster game Saturday. I mean, I would imagine you feel like 100% back to yourself.
Yeah.
Is that true, and why do you think that is?
I think since last year I did not play at all. The beginning of the season, I think first few games were like I felt good, but like little hits and bumps. So I'm just getting back into playing football again. That bye week we had really helped a lot on the recovery part, and I feel like my body is just used to it now. So I mean, I'm feeling great. Nothing to complain about. So yeah.
Rob?
We've talked about, the new defensive line coaches and their schemes and techniques and the way they go about things. Has all that helped you guys get a better push and put more pressure on the quarterback?
We do a lot of, the schemes, how they want us to play, the pass rush on third down has helped a lot, like the way we're practicing it, the way we're working on it, making us understand on what they want to do also. So we have plays where sometimes you're not rushing to the quarterback, you're just there to be a spy. So like it's a lot of stuff. I think it helps us a lot. It worked out on last weekend, so I think that's just another example that it's working. Confidence-wise, it boosts my confidence too, seeing that it works during the game and works during practice. So I'm gonna keep listening to them, and they know it better than I do. So yeah.
Alex?
Getting pressure on the quarterback's obviously always a goal every game, but Notre Dame's quarterback's a little bit different challenge. He can get out and use his legs. How big of a challenge is that? This way to kind of contain him and keep him in the pocket and keep him using his legs a lot.
Exactly. We focused on really keeping him in the pocket, containing him, having the edge set. That's why we know he's gonna run with the ball. So we practice it to be ready for that. I think that's gonna be the big emphasis on third down, making sure he stays in that pocket. And us getting to him, but yeah, that's the focus.
Okay.
Brent Key talked about this being a huge game, and he says it every week, right? It's a big game, but this one even.
Yeah.
Can you speak to harnessing that sort of emotion and excitement, but also playing, your game like you do every week?
I think this one is playing Notre Dame always been something big. I think since I've been here, we played them twice. I think this is my third time playing them, if I'm correct. And yeah, I can't wait to play it. Like it's also in the Ben Stadium. The last memories I have to play at Notre Dame was over there. It was cold. It was bad. It's not memories you want to keep. So we're about to make new ones over here. And I think this is. He asked us to. The guys that have been here before, like you guys know what it means to play Notre Dame. It's not just a game that they just planned. So like it's serious. It's out here in the Mercedes-Benz, and I understand it and I feel it too for myself. So yeah, I'm excited for this game, like every other game, but this one a little bit more because it is Notre Dame. It is in Atlanta, and yeah, it's a good team. So let's go compete.
Rob?
Going back to Leonard, you talked about you having to have the ability to contain him, especially on those third down plays. I guess also getting more than one body on him to tackle him because he's a pretty big dude. Is that going to be important?
Yeah, we've seen it last week how we're trying to get 11 guys that are on defense to the ball, having them swarm to each other. So that's been on focus since we started the season. Just whenever we have one guy on the tackle, the second guy got to come in, get the ball out, or just have another hit. Just hits on hits. It just keeps going, and at some point he'll think about twice about running with the ball. So I'm just going to keep doing our swarming.
Alex?
You kind of talked about Notre Dame being a big game, being an international guy. Notre Dame's kind of a worldwide brand. Is that a school you like growing up? Did you know a lot about Notre Dame college football, or is that kind of one of the names that are more popular overseas?
Honestly, personally, I didn't really know too much about college football when I first started. I did have one, so the PPI is like the group I worked with in Europe. One guy that was from Germany went to Notre Dame, so that's how I knew a little bit about the team. But I didn't really know too much about it. I knew that it's a complicated team. Like they don't really have a group like we are in the ACC. So that's mostly of what I got from playing Notre Dame, what I hear from them. but yeah, it's when we were there, I saw how big it was. Like the stadium was pretty packed, so like it meant something. Like the people that play for Notre Dame or supporting Notre Dame or really into football. So I mean, that's what I learned from it after the year. So yeah.
Jordan Boyd is a freshman we're starting to hear a lot about, and coaches are talking about. What do you see from him and his future?
He's progressing pretty well. He's still got that freshman mentality, a little bit overwhelmed or like we're on the field. But I mean, he got good coaches to be there. I mean, I think we're pretty good examples, Josh and me, to show what is expected from a DN. He's on special teams too, so like he really want to give everything he got to be on that field and play. So I think he got a bright future in front of him. Just got to do his job and learn every day at practice, taking those tips, staying focused in meetings, and make sure to stay on special teams because that's where a lot of people start talking when you do good stuff. So yeah.
Is there anything else? Alex, you want to wrap this up?
And I guess talking about Jordan and other guys, seems like there's several guys that can rotate in and keep everybody fresh. How big is that for defensive line to have guys where you can have no drop off really when you rotate different guys in?
That's really important, especially we felt it during fall camp where we had more rotation. Also during the game, it's like, okay, I'm going to go in for a series, but I know that if I go 100% for maybe 4 or 5 plays, the next guy is going to go 100%, and I know he can do his job. So, like, it boosts yourself mentally, confidentially, and you can just go give it your all on the field and make sure that when you get back outside, like on the bench, you know somebody's going to do their job too. So, I mean, that's just like personally wise, it's like I'm more relaxed on the sideline. I'm not too stressed about, okay, I got to get back in because somebody is down or like we don't have that many guys. I think you're more focused, you're more calm on the field, and that just helps you play better. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Sylvain.
No problem. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. No problem.